Hey y'all, welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Tarot Tia. This is a reading for the collective. May or may not resonate. I do offer personal readings. The link to the site is in the description. Look at me is what I keep hearing. Look at me. Letter R. It's just like middle child syndrome. That's a factor here. Sam, sim, sum, som, sum, som. Somebody is upset because they feel overlooked, outshined. They feel like they're almost like in the back seat of somebody's life. And have been really angry about it. Like they're very aggressive, they're very angry, they're very hateful because they don't feel like they're the priority. They don't feel like they're a focal point. They don't feel like they matter in some type of way. So this is the child that's trying to burn the village down. Okay, Janae, Shanae. They feel like they're trying to burn the village down. Okay. And everybody seems to have like grown to the point that they realize that's what this person is doing or has constantly done. They have ruined so many personal relationships because of their middle child energy. They never got attention. They never felt like they shined. They never felt like they were the baby or the oldest or the chosen. You get what I'm saying? So they're cool with like ruining relationships very easily, even if these are their own personal relationships. Like they're just fake. Dominique, they're just fake. And now it's coming across as if everybody is getting some type of greater understanding to see what's going on in this situation. That this individual is really competitive because they feel like they've always had people around them that got more attention than them. Tanya, Tiana. And that's just the truth here. Sierra, somebody is done because they are starting to see how sneaky all of their family members and friends are, or some of their peers are, a lot of their peers are, for attention, for clout, for fame, for money, for likes, for validation, any form of mic. They're too thirsty for validation to be trustworthy. And at this point, it seems like they have been cool with ruining others' relationships, lifestyles, career and finances, all of this, reputations, just to make sure that they maintain the clout that they have, the status that they have. Janae, Shanae, Sade. So at this point, people are starting to see that this individual is really like focused on another, like, because they know that this is the person who is a threat to their throne, what they perceive as their throne. And they start creating enemies within their own life. Timmy. They're creating enemies within their own life because of how jealous that they are. Danica, like you're obsessed with him. You're obsessed with her. Danielle is what I'm hearing, and they are. I think people are starting to see like the person that they've been hanging with for who they really are instead of for being like fun. Like the stuff that they're doing is not funny, it's not cute. They're shady and untrustworthy, and they don't want nobody to be cool with anybody outside of the relationship with them. You get what I'm saying? They don't want to invite nobody in, and they don't want nobody that they're connected to go out of this social circle, of this environment. But it's like Brittany. But it's like, why? Like, why you don't want to see people connect with others? Why you don't want to see these people, you know what I mean? Work, network, whatever, love each other. Like, I don't care what this is. Like, why? Why are they like this? Because they're clowns. Territorial, untrustworthy clowns. Janae, Shanae, and their claim to fame was, oh, I'm going to humiliate you and clown you in hopes that nobody loves you. Tiara. But in reality, it's turning around and backfiring on them. Rose. Because the love is too strong. Like, we love him. We love her. We love them. We love each other. Like, what did you think this was? Sade is all I'm hearing. These people came into these environments and relationships trying to clown, trying to be funny, trying to troll, trying to stalk. Tiana. They thought this was like a game, not realizing that there is entirely too much godliness, stability, and loyalty here for these jokes, for these games to even be attractive or fitting for the environment. So these people are still used to acting like ratchets when they're around people. Whether they're family members, friends, co-workers, customers, clients, I don't care what this is. They're used to behaving in this wild, reckless, disloyal manner. To where they intentionally try to humiliate people and all of this type of stuff. Tamisha. But it's not working in their favor. Because they're trying to humiliate somebody who is well respected and well loved. Okay? Quayla. So now they're embarrassed. They are just all embarrassed. And it seems very public that this will take place. Kai or Sky. Because the clownery won't be tolerated. Rachel, and Mimi is all I keep hearing. They join forces in an attempt to humiliate somebody. But this required them to stalk this person, even if it's through like social media. This required stalking. So it's like, who's really the clown in this situation? Kiera? Who's really the clowns in this situation? Destiny? This is stalking and harassment. Robin and Yolanda, this is stalking and harassment. And it will not be tolerated. You cannot clown somebody that you are stalking. You cannot clown somebody that you're still following on social media and doing business with, or trying to do business with, or wanted to do business with, was cool with, never fell out with, none of that. You look like a clown. You look fake. Like, why are you trying to do this to these people or to this person? Like, you're fake as shit. Fake as shit. But these people still act like kids. Mentally, they still like compete with each other and others. And they got, like I keep telling y'all, they got carried away with it. Especially if a Sagittarius is a factor here. Sagittarius, Libra, they got carried away. Pisces, they got carried away. Tanner. And now they just look like fools. But again, it's very publicly. Because everybody knows that they're stalkers. Jones, everybody knows that they're stalkers and ratchets. And it's like, such and such is too polished for your shenanigans, right? You know these people that you trying to pull all this ratchet shit around. don't get down the way that you do, right? It's almost like these are situations to where these people are clowns and loose hood rats, right? They move loosely like that. So they just ratchet and reckless and just all over the place. But there's a difference between moving ratchet and reckless and moving militant. And this is like a militant energy, but with God. You hear me? This is God's militia. So I don't know what these people thought this was. But they all wannabes and frauds. And that's why they're publicly embarrassed. Janae, Shanae, Sade, Sade. Y'all have got to be kidding me. They allowed people to convince them to stalk somebody for fun, to harass somebody for fun, to make fun of somebody for entertainment purposes. But the name holds entirely too much weight for the clownery. So it's like y'all doing this to who? A stranger? Somebody y'all follow on social media? Somebody y'all know through social media? Somebody that y'all just work with? Like, how do you know him? How do you know her? How do you know them? They don't. More. They don't. The proof is in the pudding is what I heard. Everybody. Alexis is what I'm hearing. Everybody has gotten put in their place or will be getting put in their place over this weekend. Janae, Shanae, because they thought they was going to clown somebody that they're stalking. Clown somebody that they know off of social media. Clown somebody that they just work with, or somebody that's just connected to one of their family members or friends. Like, you don't even know him. You don't even know her. So what would you even be doing all of that for? Because they're fans. They're intrigued. They're interested. They want to fuck with these people or this person. But their egos won't allow them to when they get around each other. So it's like y'all all like them in private when y'all by yourselves. But when y'all get together, y'all all act like birds and wanna badmouth this person and bash this person and stalk this person and harass this person and do all this weird shit like y'all not fans. Yep. Thank you so much.